Hey guys, welcome back to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the PS2. I am Sajuuk and we're going to be heading into the next night mission after doing the Avid Force Challenge and winning a Quidditch match. Just a couple of changes that I've made in this series. Well, in terms of the video quality, I have increased the resolution up to 1080p and I've also done some smoothing and all that because I realised that the smoothing wasn't on for some reason. It was just looking a little bit jagged, so I've sorted that. And I've increased the resolution. It seems to be working out fine, but we'll find out in this video if we get any lag. Let's talk to Ron since he's here.
You're not going to believe this, Harry. Hermione wants you to meet her in the girls' bathroom on the second floor. She says she's got a plan to find out who the heir of Slytherin is. Really? Yes. Now hurry up. Girls' bathroom, second floor. Isn't that supposed to be haunted?
Probably. But why does she want us to meet us in the girls' bathroom for, and why there? That's so cloak and dagger. Anyway, this night mission is so short that I'm actually going to roll a bit of sneaking around the grounds into this as well. And I'll also just get those measuring scales just because this mission will take so little time that it'll probably be done in 10 minutes. And rather than uploading a 10-minute video, I'll just add some stuff to it just to boost it a little bit. I could just...
Hey, you! Locomotive Mortis! Oh! What was that? Locomotive Mortis!
No, this is not part of it. I just want to hit him for no reason. Like that. And then head through here. So I find the graphics do look a lot sharper now I put it to 1080p. And adding the smoothing effects in the PS2 BIOS, which were disabled for some reason, it looks a lot better now. So hopefully we should have nice crisp quality from here on out. I'll just check for black borders. There's none, which is good. I tried to get rid of most of the black borders this short because I'm playing the games at these resolutions, but it's fine. Now the thing we're going to do is we're actually going to go to here first rather than going down to anywhere else, because doing this will mean that we can take house points off Slytherin. Now I don't know whether it actually works, but we will find out, because we do know that Slytherin has 299 points for some apparent reason. I don't know where they get the 99 from, but never mind. Here's a cutscene that I'll let you watch. Harry sneaks in to talk to Hermione.
Hermione?
This is a girl's bathroom. He's not a girl.
No, sorry Myrtle. I just wanted to show him how nice it is in here.
I wish people would stop interrupting my peace and quiet. I do have feelings, you know, even if I am dead.
So what's this plan of yours, Hermione?
We need to find out who the heir of Slytherin is, so we can discover who wants all the students with non-magical parents out of Hogwarts.
Well, it's not me, I hope. Do you think it could be Draco?
Well, if it is, how do we prove it?
One of us needs to get Malfoy to answer a few questions without him realising it's us.
That's what I was thinking, which is why I've been making a Polyjuice potion.
What's Polyjuice potion?
It transforms you into somebody else. One of us could change into a Slytherin, and Malfoy would probably tell us anything we wanted to know. I managed to sneak a bit of Goyle's hair during Transfiguration class and mix it into this. One sip, Harry, and you'll look just like Goyle.
Doesn't that potion vial look almost as if it's already got something in it? He's now mixing Wicked Wild with Polyjuice potion. I don't think that's a very good idea, Harry, but you know, you do you. And all of this is going to result in Harry, you know, dying.
Harry!
Not literally. He just metamorphosizes into Goyle randomly. The one thing I don't like about this game is how they just suddenly teleport this idea into it.
Are you okay?
Which doesn't make any sense at all, but somehow Goyle's changed. Now, suddenly, he's only got his voice for this point.
Try and find Malfoy. He's usually lurking about the dungeons this time of night.
Yes. So, Goyle's voice is used there, and then a cutscene later. But if I just do a spell right now, it's still Harry. Now, anyway, just go to this cubicle here. There's a wizard card. And that's why I didn't come in here before, because you can't come in here at any time really to get this card, but just do it now because it's easiest. And then we can leave. Now, while we're as Goyle, we're going to be seen as if we're part of Slytherin. which means that if we get caught, we're going to lose house points from Slytherin, not Gryffindor. which is quite beneficial because then we could take 20 house points off of Slytherin and it will never take off house points from us, which is actually quite nice. So we are going to actually just do something pointless. We're going to run up the stairs. The reason I do this is because there's a really weird set of lines that the Gryffindor prefect on the 7th floor says when you're Goyle, which pretty much no one will hear because no one does this. Just get away from that ghost. So yeah, like no one would ever come back up to the Gryffindor, and also Harry's door positioning gets screwed up by this point. Basically, if you're a Goyle and you come back up to this point, to the Gryffindor Tower, the prefect says things in a really evil manner. Now, I don't know why, he just does, okay? Now, one thing I'm going to do before, I want to just save here. Not because I would normally do this, but I just want to save anyway. We're just going to save over this slot here. Because I will reload it once I've done this a few times, just because I want to get some of the lines that this dude will say. So we get this guy to catch us,
Hey, you!
and then listen to what he says when he catches us.
You know the rules. Get back to the dungeons. 5 points from Slytherin.
He says that so weirdly, and it's so completely out of context to how he just said his first lines when he spotted us.
What was that? Locomotive Mortis!
But he just says it weird.
You know the rules. Get back to the dungeons. 5 points from Slytherin.
It sounds so evil almost.
Just
It's
keep
like,
quiet.
yeah. And if we also talk to the fat lady, she will say this.
I'm sorry, but I don't care if you know the password. Kindly go back to the dungeons where you belong.
Yes, you can't go back in here because you just think you're from Slytherin.
Hey, you! Locomotive Mortis!
Now I'm doing this just to get him to go to the point that we've
You
got
know
caught
the
4
rules. Get
times,
back to
blah
the
blah
dungeons.
blah.
5 points from Slytherin.
Now I know I could just pause the recording and just,
I wonder if the noise of a spell
you know,
might just
jump cut it, but I don't want to do that.
What was that? Locomotive Mortis! You know the rules. Get back to the dungeons. 5 points from Slytherin.
And he doesn't even move his lips doing that, which is hilarious. Now this is us, we've got 20 points taken off. Now listen to what he says.
What was that? Locomotive Mortis!
He says it's so weird.
Go on. Clear off to the dungeons.
It's almost as if someone... The way he says it, it's almost as if someone decided that a player might actually come back up here as Goyle and throw some lines in just for the prefect to catch
What
us.
was that? Locomotive
Because it's so
Mortis!
forced.
Go on. Clear off to the dungeons.
It's just so wrong.
just keep quiet.
Yeah, hi, don't worry, we're gonna just reload in a second, but you know what I mean, it just doesn't sound right in the context of how we would normally speak. It's like they've taken 2 different voice actors and made them say different things. Because what he normally says is what some of the other prefects would say. But then those lines there when you're Goyle sound as if they were a completely different voice actor, and it's like as if they just decided at the last minute to record those lines because they thought someone might actually do that. Anyway, I'm going to be right back. We're going to reload that save and pretend nothing happened. I just thought I'd just put that in as a little bonus. And now we're back. Before we lost all those points, we'll just head back out here. Now I jumped it in just there just to make sure that you knew that I wasn't loading a different save and it was the same one. Just because, you know, I have multiple saves and all that. I didn't want you to think that I was loading a completely different save. I was loading the one I actually was saving on. Now we are going to get those, so that was just a bonus bit I thought I'd put in just for anyone who wondered what would happen, because I don't think very many people would do that. And I thought, well, let's just show what happens when you go to the Gryffindor prefect and troll him as Goyle. Now, while you're Goyle, because once you become Goyle, Harry's positioning at doors goes right up close to the edge. I don't know why, it's just weird. And it does mean that we can sort of glitch him like I just did there a lot more obviously. Now we're just going to get this prefect to catch us, just because why not? We get to hear how he says things.
You shouldn't be out at night. 5 points from Slytherin.
Now that's more natural. compared to the other guy who said as if he was forcing it.
Ow!
And I got caught because I didn't face it correctly, but that's okay.
Hey!
Now the other Hufflepuff guy just says things exactly the same as this dude.
You shouldn't be out at night. 5 points from Slytherin.
So we're not going to worry about the Hufflepuff dude, we're just going to
I'm sure there's someone sneaking around here.
get the black guy to say things. Alright, this dude.
Goyle, breaking the rules. 5 house points from Slytherin.
It's almost as if he says, as if he doesn't know what he's saying. I realise it is Goyle, and then he goes, ah, you're breaking the rules, Goyle. Blah, blah, blah.
There's someone around here.
Hey!
Now we're going to go outside. Now, the reason for this is not because we want to faff around with prefects out here. It's because there's actually something that shows up only on night missions in the last day of term. And on the last day of term, there's not really any reason to do anything, because on the last day of term, it's pretty much go and find all the other remaining wizard cards. Well, going through a lag spike. And, basically find all the last remaining wizard cards, and then, end the game, effectively. So there's nothing really to do, so I'll just do this now. So on the, if you come out here at night, apart from the night that you have to go to Hagrid's hut, which is the next night mission, for some reason, if you come down to the lake, you will see right in the far distance there's 3 bushes. Now, in those bushes are gnomes. Now, if you do gnome throwing into the lake, you will get 3 wizard cards for throwing gnomes into the lake. So we will just do this. It gets very depressing, I have to say. And, yeah. Now, this only shows up on night missions, apart from the night mission where you have to go down to Hagrid's hut and the last day of term. So you just pick up these gnomes. You don't have to throw them very far, you just have to throw them into the lake. So there's no distance involved in this. I don't know how many gnomes you have to throw, I think it's something like 10. Let me just get another gnome to come out, come on. They are there, they just struggle to come out for some reason. And throw them. I'll throw this one just a bit further just to make sure. So I think it's 3 for the first one, 3 for the second one, and then 4 for the last. Once you've done this, you don't need to get cards again out of this. So there's 3, there's 1 card. Now we'll just keep doing this to get the other chests to appear. Here. So we've thrown 3 in so far, so we're going to count how many we get for the next one. So Goyle learns to gnome throw. We can roleplay this a little bit to make out of the fact that Goyle is doing this. Come on, gnomes. Okay, come on. It does take a little while for them to detect you're there, so that's 4. Five. Just get rid of those 2. I never actually tried to count how many gnomes you need to throw, so we are going to find out now. This will be number 6. So this one must need 4. So that's going to be number 4 of this set, so that'll bring us up to 7. Yes, that's 7. So you need 4 for the second card. And the last card I think must need another 4 as well, or maybe it's just 3, I don't know. Get out of the way. So that's 8.
Nintendo!
This gnome does get detected for some reason, so we can't pick him up. This is number 9, I hope it is. That's number 9. You guys in the video feed will be able to tell how many I've thrown so far, and then listen to this dude. So this should be number 10 if I'm counting correctly. And I think there's only 3 cards, so there will... That was a pretty bad attempt I threw into the side. If he just falls in the water anyway, I don't think that counts. So we'll just... Doesn't me, that's close. Got all of them. We'll just pretend that didn't happen and see. So we'll just say 9. It won't be an odd number, so it's quite likely to be 5. So that man might have counted. I don't think it will because he wandered into it. So that's 10. So it must be 3, 4, 4. Let's just say it's 3 and 2 4s. That'll sound okay. So we just open up the chests. We will get 3 cards. Funnily enough, the prefects don't detect this because they're so far away that they can't hear us flipending gnomes. I think they would have something to say about us chucking gnomes in the water at the dead of night. And once you've got all the cards, there will be no more gnomes spawned from these bushes. That's just them gone, effectively. I can't tell if this crate is actually floating. It looks as if it's floating a little bit, but it's not a problem. So that's 45 cards, so we got an extra 3 for just doing that little bit of gnome throwing. Yeah, there are no more gnomes to be found here. So I'm just going to teleport us back to the entrance hall. And we're now back to the entrance hall, where it's actually very easy to get to the dungeons where we need to go. I'm actually just going to get myself caught just to use up this last house point that I haven't used up.
Hey!
Goyle, breaking the rules. 5 house points from Slytherin.
He took his time to get out of there, but so that's 20 points taken off with Slytherin. If we just have a look, their scoreboard. Oh no, it has. Look, it's gone from 299 to 284. So that's 15 points taken off. So if I just quickly exit and enter Hogwarts again, like so. So now we've come back in. Has the score updated? Yes. So points are taken from Slytherin if you get caught as Goyle. So anyone who says that they don't, well, you could just be proven wrong because that says so. Because you'll remember that at the end of the day mission, they had 299. Basically, exiting and entering the Great Hall at the entrance hall will update this total. So Slytherin have lost 20 house points. So we just get caught again by a prefect. They won't take points, but they will say something else.
Go back to the dungeons.
Yes, that's their Q4, that we've taken all the house points we can. So there you go, there is video proof that Slytherin do lose house points if you get caught as Goyle. And although it looks as if it doesn't update, it's because it's set once you enter the room, based on calculations. So Slytherin do lose house points if you get caught as Goyle, so please do so because then they lose 20 house points for no apparent reason. Anyway, let's progress on with the main reason for this video, which is to go into the dungeons. We've done all of our tomfoolery. We've got ourselves caught 4 times to lose 20 points off of Slytherin, and we did the gnome throwing. Let's get on with the main meat of this mission. So now this section is pretty obviously a stealth section, but at the moment they are peaceful to us.
Ah, Goyle, did you know that Draco's looking for you?
Yes, this is clearly a stealth section, as you can see. If you just listen to all these prefects, they say stuff.
If that Potter can speak to snakes, that might mean he's the heir. I shudder to think.
Anyway, this is very clearly a stealth section that we don't have to worry about right now because we are Goyle.
My father says that only purebloods like us should be at Hogwarts. Don't you agree?
No. Bloody racist, that's what he is.
Draco's down here. He's been looking for you.
It's a good thing he doesn't speak out those thoughts outside this area, because God, he would be done hard and fast by Hogwarts' Racism Patrol Unit, if that even exists, unless it's pretending it existed for no reason. Anyway, now in the dungeons there is a chest that has a wizard card in it, in that main section where the prefects are. You can only get to it on the last day of term, because this area is only open on this night mission and on the last day of term. Anyway, there's a cutscene up ahead. Let's talk to Malfoy and see if he knows anything about the heir of Slytherin.
You know, Goyle, I'm surprised the Daily Prophet hasn't reported what's going on here. I suppose Dumbledore's trying to hush it all up. He'll be sacked if it doesn't stop soon. Father's always said old Dumbledore's the worst thing that ever happened to Hogwarts. He loves that non-magical lot. A decent headmaster would never have let that jumped-up Granger mudblood in. And as for Saint Potter, the mudblood's friend, he's another one with no proper wizard feeling. And people think he's the Slytherin heir. I wish I knew who it is. I could help them.
Oh, you must have some idea who's behind it all.
You know I haven't, Goyle. How many times do I have to tell you? But I know one thing. Last time the Chamber of Secrets was opened, a mudblood girl died. So I bet it's only a matter of time before one of them's killed this time. I hope it's Granger.
Anyway, Draco, I'd best be going.
Going where?
To the hospital wing. Yes, that's it. The hospital wing. I've got a stomachache and I need to get something for it.
Get going, Goyle, before your fat belly explodes.
I'd better get out of here, and fast.
Now, why does Draco not notice that Harry's just walked out? Where Goyle was, Harry suddenly appears and Draco says nothing about it. Now, I will just say one thing. In this particular section, the music is far louder than anywhere else in this game. Now, the Slytherin dungeon has nothing in it, it's just that little room. So don't worry about it. I don't know why, I think you may have noticed it said dungeon corridor randomly. Now, listen to how loud that is.
There's someone round here.
Now we're going to get ourselves caught on purpose, for no other purpose than to demonstrate that we do not lose house points.
Hey, go back to the dormitory and pot out.
Now we've lost no house points because we took them all off of Slytherin.
What was that? There's someone round here. Hey, you!
I don't know why this section has the loudest music.
Ow! Locomotive Moses! Hey, you! Ow! Hey, you!
Actually, let me just get myself caught here.
Ow! Ow!
The reason is I want to get this guy that's walking completely into the prefects. I want him to talk, just because how he says things is weird as well. And I purposely get... No, I don't purposely get myself. Obviously, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing.
Get back to your dormitory.
The guy on the left, though, is the one I want to get to talking effectively, just because his vocal lines are pretty much unique to that object of him. He says things that are pretty much only unique to him, that are not repeated by any other prefect. I don't know why, I think it's just because he patrols right by the dungeon entrance that he has basically unique voice lines. He only has 2 lines that are not unique, but he has pretty much unique lines.
What was that?
So he says that.
There's someone down here! Ow! Hey, you! Get back to your dormitory!
So that line's not unique. But him catching on to someone saying that he heard a spell, him saying that he's detected someone, the way he says the locomotor spell is completely unique, and when he loses everyone, when he's the one that says that he's lost everyone, is unique, and when he goes to an area where a spell's been cast is unique. So apart from a couple of lines, he's pretty much got unique voice lines, which is a bit of an effort to go to, given that every other prefect is pretty generic. But I thought I'd just say that. Anyway, we got through the dungeons, no problem at all. It probably helps that I've already lost house points, so I don't need to worry about it, you know. Alright, we're just going to end this night mission now because there's nothing left.
Ow! Hey!
Just get out of the way of these prefects.
Hey!
As quickly as I can. Just go down here through the door.
I'm sure there's someone sneaking around.
Yes, someone was sneaking around. Funnily enough, they have just gone through the door back to the grand staircase. So yeah, I hope you don't mind that I padded out the recording just a little bit, just for the fact that this mission is only taking about 5-10 minutes in reality. Now, one thing to note is that you shouldn't go back to the Gryffindor common room. You have to go to the girls' toilets, where apparently Ron has joined her. Don't know why, but Ron has apparently joined Hermione in the girls' toilets because Hermione said so. But that is okay.
Well, it isn't him. Malfoy's not the heir of Slytherin. Oh. He must be. Who else could it be? I don't know, but it's got to be someone who was here at Hogwarts 50 years ago, when the chamber was last opened.
Well done, Harry. You did a great job. See you in the morning.
Night, Harry.
She says that, but did you notice her reaction as if her eyes were rolling at the fact we couldn't do anything? Anyway, that is the end of this night mission. We're just going to exit because I don't want to be sailing in the girls' toilets in case it glitches that cutscene, which would be very unfortunate. And yes, that is the night mission over. You can explore all you want. You can actually go back into the dungeons if you want to muck around there, but I don't advise doing that because there's no real reason to do so. Over here, the library is locked for some reason on this night mission. If we just go over here, that's locked, so we can't do really very much anyway. There's no ghost likely to come down this way, I don't think. So yeah, that is the night mission. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. The next mission will be, well, the next part will be going and doing the Incendio spell challenge, the last spell in the game, and then doing another Quidditch match, which will be just a little bit harder than before. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next part, guys. Bye now.